Hello everyone, I am Harsha Kumawat. Welcome to my channel where I make cloud, AWS and data engineering simple. Today's topic is which cloud should you learn in 2025? Now let's see what we are going to cover in this video. First, I will give you a quick comparison of on-premise versus cloud so you understand why the businesses are moving in this direction. Next, the future of cloud. I will share you 5 key trends that are shaping businesses and careers. Next, why you should learn cloud and the opportunities and benefits for your career. After that, we will look at the big 3 cloud providers AWS, Azure and GCP and see what makes each of them unique. Then comes the most asked question, which cloud should you learn in 2025? I will share you a practical advice to help you decide that. Finally, we will wrap it up with the next steps for your learning journey. Now let's quickly understand why cloud in the first place. So on the left, we have the traditional approach, on-premise, where companies had to buy expensive servers, set them up and maintain them. Not only this was costly, but scaling up means buying more hardware which could take weeks or even months. Whereas on the right, we have the cloud. Here, you don't need to worry about physical machines. You can spin up servers in minutes, scale up or down instantly, and only pay for what you use. It's flexible, it's scalable, and that's exactly where every company today is moving. Now, think of it like this. On-premise is like building your own office before you even start working. It's expensive, time consuming, and you have to maintain everything by yourself. On the other hand, cloud is like renting the office space. You just move in and start working. It's quick and hassle-free. Another big point here is, with on-premise, companies had to manage everything from system health to upgrades to security and data protection. With the cloud, most of this is handled by the cloud provider. That means less stress, lower cost, and the ability to focus on innovation rather than building up the infrastructure. And that's the big reason why the cloud has become the backbone of modern data and technology. Now that we have seen why the world is moving to the cloud, let's look ahead. What's shaping the future of the cloud? First, AI and cloud together. AI is booming and the cloud is where it lives. Think about it. Training a large AI model like ChatGPT or image generators needs huge amounts of compute, basically the processing power of servers. It also needs massive storage to hold the data that trains these models. Imagine trying to store Netflix, YouTube, and Instagram's data all at one place. That's the level of data we are talking about. And then there is scalability, means you can start small and instantly grow bigger when needed. For example, today you might train a model with 10,000 images, but tomorrow it could be 1 million. With cloud, you don't need to think to buy new machines. You just click a button and instantly get power. And the best part is, with cloud's pay-as-you-go model, you only pay for what you use. That is why cloud has become the backbone of AI. Next, serverless and automation. So instead of managing servers, developers just focus on the logic and the cloud handles the rest. For example, imagine a process that handles incoming files. If a huge number of files arrive, the cloud will auto-scale the resources to process them. without you worrying about the infrastructure. Third, data and analytics in the cloud. They say data is the new oil, but just like raw oil needs refining to be useful, raw data also needs processing. For this, cloud platforms provide everything in one place, from storage, processing, and analytics. For example, companies can store petabytes of customer data and instantly run real-time analytics to make decisions, just like how Netflix recommends your next show. 4. Multi-cloud and hybrid. Some advanced companies use more than one cloud provider. This is called multi-cloud. For example, they might use AWS for storage and GCP for machine learning. There's also hybrid cloud, where a company mixes its private data center with a public cloud. Now, don't worry, as a beginner, you don't need to jump into multiple clouds. Just focus on learning one at a time. Finally, security and privacy. With so much data in the cloud, from banking information to health records, security is critical. Cloud providers invest billions in encryption, identity management, and compliance frameworks. Think of it like online banking. You won't use it unless it was secure. Similarly, businesses trust the cloud providers because they guarantee data protection, both when it's being transferred and when it's stored. So, these were the 5 key trends that are defining the next phase of cloud adoption. Now, we have seen where the cloud is heading, but let's bring it back to you. Why should you learn cloud in the first place? Let's see. First, high demand in jobs. Every company today is moving to the cloud. Whether it's startups, banks, or even governments, they all need cloud professionals. So, demand is massive. Second, better career growth. Learning cloud opens doors to multiple roles: cloud engineer, data engineer, DevOps, solutions architect, and whatnot. Once you know cloud, you automatically unlocks many career paths. Third, hands-on and practical. The best part is cloud isn't just theory. Cloud providers even give you free tiers to practice, so you can log in, click a few buttons, and start building real-world projects instantly. That's what makes learning cloud so exciting and practical. Fourth, future-proof skill. Cloud isn't just a trend, it's the foundation of future technologies. Whether it's AI, data science, or IoT, all of them rely on cloud. So when you learn cloud, you're future proofing your career. Fifth, higher salaries. Because the demand is high and skilled professionals are fewer, companies pay top dollar for cloud expertise. It's one of the most rewarding skill in tech right now. So if you are aiming for growth, exciting projects, and a solid career, cloud should definitely be on your list. Now that you know why cloud is worth learning, now let's understand which cloud provider should you actually pick. And that's where AWS, Azure, and GCP comes in. Let's compare them. First, AWS, Amazon Web Services. AWS was the first big player in the cloud, and even today it leads the market with the largest share, the biggest service catalog, and adoption across startups and enterprises. If you are starting out, AWS gives you the broadest exposure. Second, Azure. Azure is booming in enterprises, especially where companies are already invested in Microsoft's ecosystem. It integrates seamlessly with existing systems, which makes it a popular choice for corporate environments. Third, Google Cloud. Google Cloud shines in AI, ML, and big data. If you are aiming for AI, it's a solid choice. Think of Google Search, YouTube, or Maps. That same innovation DNA is in GCP. It's highly innovation driven. So, in summary, if you are chasing job opportunities, AWS rules the market. If you are targeting big enterprises, then Azure. If you are into AI and big data, then GCP. Now, the big question is, which one should you learn? Let's tackle that. So, if you are already working somewhere, start with the cloud which your company uses. That way, you build skills that directly add value to your role. And to strengthen your profile, you can also do certifications. They give you both credibility and practical knowledge. Next, if you are starting fresh, then AWS and Azure are the safest bets. They dominate the job market, thus opening up the widest career opportunities. Next, transferable skills. So here's the secret. Whichever cloud you pick, the fundamentals are same. Concepts like compute, storage, networking, and databases exist in all clouds. So once you know them on one platform, it's much easier to shift to another. Think of it like learning cuisines. If someone already knows how to cook Indian food and now wants to try Italian, the basics of cooking are the same. You just need to learn new ingredients and recipes. Finally, GCP for AI and ML. If your goal is AI, ML, or big data, then Google Cloud GCP is worth exploring. Google's strength in AI tools and data platform that makes GCP stand out in this area. So my advice, start with one cloud, go deep into its services, build projects and get hands-on, and later needed, you can expand into other cloud as well. But don't overwhelm yourself at the start. Now that we know how to choose the right cloud, let's wrap it up things with some next steps for your learning journey. So my advice for you guys is pick one cloud and stick with it. Don't get stuck in the endless loop of like which cloud should I choose and waste weeks deciding that. Just start and you will figure things out as you go. Learn services based on the target role. For example, AWS offers 200 plus services, but you don't need to learn all of them. Focus on what's relevant for your role. For example, if you are aiming to become a data engineer, so learn about storage, databases, and data warehouses. So, this role specific approach will save you time and give you depth where it actually matters. Next, consider doing beginner friendly certifications because they are a great way to build credibility and give your learning structure. Think of them as a roadmap rather than just a badge. Last, notes from this entire video is available on my Medium blog. Check the description for the same. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more videos. Keep learning, keep building. See you next time. Bye.